Chrysler's wild era of aero-body cars, the Plymouth Superbird was built with one goal in mind: to dominate NASCAR. It was a full-blown homologation special, created specifically to outrun Ford's Torino Talladega on the oval. Underneath that radical aerodynamic body, the Superbird shared Chrysler's B-body platform with its more down-to-earth sibling, the Roadrunner, and other mid-size Mopars of the time. Most Superbirds came packing the 440 Super Commando V8, which was plenty powerful. But only a lucky 135 buyers checked the box for the legendary 426 Hemi, the same engine that turned the race version of this car into a 200-mile-per-hour monster. That kind of speed made it one of the fastest muscle cars of the entire 1970s, unfiltered performance instead of luxury. But make no mistake, while it looked simple, the Roadrunner was seriously quick. Especially when fitted with the legendary Hemi engine, this no-frills muscle car could leave plenty of fancier competitors in the dust. By 1971, the Roadrunner got a fresh, more rounded design that not only made it look sleeker, but also helped it cut through the air more efficiently. That year also saw one of the car's biggest triumphs. Racing legend Richard Petty took a race-spec Roadrunner to victory at the 1971 Daytona 500, and went on to win 21 more races that same season. On the street, though, the '71 Hemi Roadrunner became an instant collectible. Only 28 of them were ever built with the mighty Hemi V8 paired to a 4-speed manual transmission. That makes these cars not just fast, but among the rarest and most sought-after Mopars ever made. '69 Dodge Super Bee, 22 units. The name Super Bee actually came from the B-body platform it shared with other mid-size Mopars like the Charger, Coronet, and Roadrunner. And while it was closely related to those models, the Super Bee managed to carve out its own identity: bold, aggressive, and unmistakably Dodge. Essentially built off the Coronet and inspired by the Roadrunner's playful graphics, the Super Bee added its own unique flair. It wasn't just another clone. It had a distinct attitude, a tougher stance, and enough visual differences to stand on its own. Under the hood, it packed serious firepower in the form of the legendary 426 cubic inch Street Hemi V8. Sure, it was about 65 pounds heavier and rode on a wheelbase an inch longer than the Roadrunner, but that extra weight didn't slow it down one bit. Inside, the Charger-inspired cabin kept things simple, a no-nonsense interior with a standard bench seat and nothing unnecessary to distract you from the drive. When it comes to parts bin specials, few cars pulled it off quite like this one. The Dodge Super Bee wasn't just another muscle car. It was one of the greatest blends of shared engineering and pure attitude ever to roll out of Mopar's golden era. '70 Plymouth Hemi Cuda Convertible, 21 units. There are a few cars that are completely defined by their engines, but none more so than the 1970 Plymouth Hemi Cuda. The name alone says it all. Plymouth didn't just call it a Barracuda anymore. When it came with that legendary Hemi under the hood, it became the Hemi Cuda. That distinction speaks volumes about what this car represented. Built for only 2 short years, the Hemi Cuda became one of the most iconic muscle cars ever made. Most buyers went for the hardtop, while the convertible remained a rare sight. In 1970, only about 5% of all Cudas were convertibles, and by 1971, that number dropped to less than 2%. But here's where it gets truly special. Only a tiny handful ever left the factory with the 426 cubic inch Hemi V8. Out of 2,793 convertibles, just 21 were Hemi-powered. 14 of those were built in 1970 and only 7 in 1971. That makes them some of the rarest and most collectible Mopars ever produced. 5 of those ultra-rare '71 Hemi Cuda convertibles were exported overseas, and one of them made headlines in 2021 when it crossed the auction block. The bid soared to $4.8 million, and even then, the owner refused to sell. That's how legendary the Hemi-Cuda is, a car so rare, so powerful, and so deeply woven into Mopar history that even millions of dollars aren't enough to part with one. 1969 Dodge Coronet RT Convertible, 10 units. Riding high on the success of the 1968 Dodge Coronet, Dodge gave the 69 model a full redesign, and it showed. The new Coronet featured a more aggressive front fascia with flared outer ends, a reworked hood with twin fiberglass scoops on Hemi models, and a cleaner,